I first visited Spain with the Boston Symphony Orchestra some 30 or 40 years ago, and from that first moment was struck with the incredible focus of the audience, how much people are really inside of the music and what attention they give to it. And in more recent years, I've been there with the San Francisco Symphony and with the London Symphony, and it gives me great joy to think of revisiting Madrid and Barcelona with this terrific music. Mahler always said his time would come. It seems that now is very much his time. I think because of his reference to so many musical cultures and also an underlying message of his symphonies that in spite of all of the frustrations and difficulties of life, that very beautiful, wonderful, worthwhile things remain about the experience of living itself, no matter how fleeting they may be. And therefore, in the moments when the music is beautiful, we should cherish those moments and be grateful for the opportunity to make them live again. Over the last 10 years, working on this Mahler cycle with the San Francisco Symphony has enabled me to deepen my relationship with the orchestra, but also to probe ever more deeply my own feelings about each symphony and the way in which the symphonies all connect together to form one immense work. I've been very aware through the whole project of the sources of these symphonies, that is to say, all the music to which Mahler makes reference. He's not quoting things, of course, but he's referring to elements of particular musical styles, some very cultivated, some very streetwise kinds of styles. There's the definite cry of street musicians and folk musicians and different musical genres, both highbrow and lowbrow. And that's been one of my missions, to let all of those musical inflections sound very vividly, encourage the players to go for those things in a very abandoned and sometimes dangerous way, and at the same time to build a great sense of formal organization in the pieces. The San Francisco Symphony is a very colorful orchestra, very much at home in playing in many different musical styles. And I think they bring a particular passion to let the music speak in very vivid, personal kinds of ways. Over the last 10 years, working on this Mahler cycle with the San Francisco Symphony has enabled me to deepen my relationship with the orchestra, but also to probe ever more deeply my own feelings about each symphony and the way in which the symphonies all connect together to form one immense work. A part of the Mahler project has been the creation of television programs seen both on broadcast television and also on DVD, which are part of the Keeping Score series, a series that goes behind the music, behind the performances, to explore the origins of Mahler's musical style, going back to the little towns where he lived as a youngster, and also then show the way in which the symphonies have common threads, common themes, common thematic elements, which come back again and again with each time a different perspective. I like to think of symphony orchestras as repertory companies, and as in the theater, one of the functions of the repertoire is to show the skills of the members of the ensemble in many different kinds of repertoire. I think in San Francisco, when we play music from different repertoire, we really try and put ourselves completely inside of the mindset, inside of the spirit, inside of the sound of that kind of repertoire. So on a concert where we'll be playing works of an American modernist like Henry Cowell, we have a particular hard edge kind of approach. And in Berg, it's a more luxurious, rhapsodic approach. And of course, in Beethoven and Mendelssohn, a clearer, more transparent approach. But we try and do this still all as we ourselves, and hoping that it's our personal devotion to the music which really gets across the footlights.